Let us look into the another type of collection over here. And on the previous we learned about the list collection, and today we are going to learn about the sets, which is the another type of the collection in the Dart programming language. So what we will do is we'll just go and create a new file over here. I have created a set.dart over here and added a one new function of the main function. So you can just go and create this particular file if you are following along, or you can use any other your own file. So we have a main function over here, and let us add or create our first set. So how do we create a set in the Dart is what I can call var and the names and just equals to, and I can give a curly brace over here. This curly brace actually means that this is a type of the set, but if you never define any items inside this particular set, you can see that it will treat as a map. So map and dynamic and the dynamic. So if you never define any of the item inside this particular curly brace, then the Dart compiler will actually go and treat this one as the map. We haven't learned about the map till yet, but we'll see it on our coming up lecture. So let us add some of the items over here. Let's say A1, and we have another one of the A2, and then of the A3. So sorry, should be of the A3. So we have a 3 item over here, and if I want to print out this, right, so I can just go and use the for in loop, or you can also use a for each. So here this is of the names, and then I can print my item over here, and that should be just go and run this application, and then you get a A1, 2, and a 3 printout. So also what we can do is over here, the main thing to note over the set, it is on ordered list, right? So there is no order. And then if I try to add another main thing that we can take a look is, like if I add a A1 again over here, it will give me some kind of warning that the 2 element in the set literal shouldn't be equal. So you cannot add a same element, right? Same value to this particular set or these names over here. So if I go and print out this one, you will see that it will print out only A1 as a one time. So the duplicate value will be removed. So it's quite useful. Let's say you have some requirement to create a list with only a unique value. So at that time, you can just make use of sets in the Kotlin, in the Dart programming. So this will only create a unique list for you, right? So it's quite similar to the list, but you can see you have a unique value over here. And then if I want to add some other type, currently if you take a look at the type over here, it's of a set and type is of the string, right? Because we haven't explicitly mentioned the type over here. And if I add some item like 1, and let me add 2 and 3, now this will become an object over here. You can see set of the type of the object, right? And if I go and run this one, you will see it will print out all of the value for us. And also what it does is, let's say we want to be a specific over here. Let's say we just want to create a integer set. So what we can do is I can just go and var, and I can just say age over here and equals to, and this I can give a type as a int over here. So this is a type of an int, and then I can give a curly brace over here, and I can just add a age over here. So let's say 20, 30, and 40. And now if I try to give something different over here, like let's say if I want a string, right? So if I just give some value, so it will mention me that the compiler is giving me an error, says that the element type of string can't be assigned to a set type of the int, because we have explicitly mentioned the type over here as an integer. So if you have this kind of requirement that you want to explicitly mention that the data type is of integer or a string, then you can set this kind of the type over here. Now we have one is of a name, one is of the age, and if I want to print out that age, what I can do is I can also make use of the ages over here, then for each loop over here is quite similar to the for in loop over here, and then I can just print out the value of the element, right? So we have an element over here, and then just close this one and just try to run it. You will get printout from 10, 20, 30 and 40 over here. And let us see how we can add our elements to our sets over here. So first of all, let me create a variable. Let's say a var and animals, and this will be of the let's keep off sorry, not the list. We need a curly brace over here. So for that one, now this is a type of the sets. It will treat as a map first of all. But when you create an empty sets over here, later you can just go and add the item over here. So I'll just go and add, let's see, animals over here, and then I have a add. You can see I have a add all, and it should be of a add entries, I think. So it says add all keys pairs to the new map. So basically it's now treated as a map, and it is not a set for now. You can see it's a map, and here is my map and a dynamic. So now we don't have a function to add it over here. So what I can do is I will just go and remove this one for now, and I'll just try to create some nice, let's say, a cat over here. And now you see that we type of the set and the type is of the string over there. So now let's go and animals dot add over here. Now we get an option to add over here. So if I say add a value, and now I will just say dog over here, and let's add another one. Let's see animals dot the add, and what I want to add as a, let's say fish over here, and then we have added two item over here, and now I can just go and print out this one, animals dot for each loop, and I'll just go and print out the elements that we have over here, and then let's go and run this application. Just run it, and that should print out the cat, dog and fish for us. So which means that this is how we can add an item. And similarly, if you want to add another one set to the another set, you can just make use of the add all, right? So if I go to the animal and just say add all, and here I can add the another type of the, so let's just go and add these names. Just copy and paste it over here. I need the names, right? Just copy this and paste it over here. And what it says is the argument type is object can be assigned type of the string type. So this is a type of the string, and then we are unable to add it. So we should make it as a type is of the object over here. Now we can just remove that one, right? So we explicitly mentioned this is a type is of the object, and now I can just go and run it, and it will print out all of the info for us. So this is add all, and if you want to just go and search for other method over here, like just go and insert is not there, you don't find the insert option over here because that is only available on the list. Next thing, we will see how we can access the particular or get the value from this particular set. So what we can do is I can just print over here, and I will just get a value from the animals, and dot I can make use of element add. So element add, and I need to provide the index. So index always start from the 0 over here. So we have a 0, right? 0 is a cat, right? So if I want to go to the print the dog, that should be of the 1 over here. So let me just go and run that one. So I think I will just comment out all of this, and let me go and run my application. and you will see that we printed out the dog over here. So this is how we can get the elements from our sets over here. And if you want to know whether there is some item or some elements are available over here, some item is available or not, so some value is available or not on our set. So how we can do is that one, I can just go and print over here and animals dot contents, right? So does it contains any kind of a value? So I'll just say, does it contain deer? And then I'll just go and run this one, and we'll get a false because there is no any value that has a deer over here. So if I say a dog over here, that should give us a true. So that should return us the boolean variable, so that it is whether true or the false. So when I pass a dog over here, we get as a true. The another option that we can see is how to remove the item, right? So if I go and remove the item from the animal that we have, and dot the remove, and remove, and then I have to pass the value over here. So let's say I want to remove the value of the let's say a dog, right? So dog dog over here. So if I want to remove that one, and if I go and print out this particular animals, right? Let me uncomment this one, and now if I go and print out that one, you will see that the cat and the dog is missing from here, right? So dog is missing because we have removed it. And similar, there's other options to remove all. If you want to remove everything, or if you want to clear the set, you can just call the clear option from here. So just run that one and print out the animals, and you will get the empty printout because everything is removed from the animal set that we have created. So we have learned about the add, and we also have learned about the remove, but there is no option to update it. So basically in the list we saw we can access using the index, and we can update the value, but in the set we don't have any built-in method that we can use to update the value in the set. And if you want to update the value in the set, you have to make use of the map, or you have to make use of the list which is closest to the set. And yeah, so the next thing is that we will learn some of the properties that we can make use on the particularly on this particular set. So let me comment out this one, and I think I'll just comment out instead of removing it. And then I can just go and create animals, and if I want to get some of the you have some of the properties that you can use, you can just go and look all of the properties that is available for you, and you can make use of like a to list, right? You can convert to the list, to a string. You can use a where condition, and let's say if I want to get the first item, I can just make use of the first, and it says prefix animal can be used because it's shadowed by the local declaration. Try renaming either to prefix or to the local variable. That basically means I think I have to put a semicolon. Okay, and then I think I need to print out, right? So if I don't print, you will not get what I'm trying to do. So just print out over here, and yeah, just print out it. And yeah, we have our animal dot the first that should print out the first for us. And I think I'll just comment out this one too. And yeah, just run your application. So we'll get a first value as a cat over here. So similarly, there is a last, and we have a length. So if you want to get the length over here, and then if you try to run this one, you just get the length of the 8. All right. So that one we have already learned in the list as well, getting the length, first, last, empty, reverse. So all of those, maybe the reverse is not over here because we cannot sort it, right? So it's length, right? So first is empty or it's not empty, last single, and there are other options that you can use a property. So these are the properties, and these are the built-in function The properties you have run type, hash code, single, last, is not empty, is empty, first, length, and the irritator. So these are the properties, and these are the other functions that we have: lookup, add all, any, cast, clear, contain all, right? So you can just go and look for it and try to learn more about it. And I hope that you guys learn something about these sets in the Dart programming language. And we will meet up in the next class where we'll learn about the maps. Till then, have a great day.